I suppose.
It's
If you'll
fine.
force
We
me.
must.
Guess I should set up my Switch too. Jeez.
It's
I think
Squid School. Don't be truant.
I think I'm gonna have to play without sound today, unfortunately.
I always play without sound.
Sound cues can be really helpful, especially early on when you're less attuned to when you're being shot at. The
Yeah.
like sound that shots make when they whiz by you, it's very unique and very very attention grabbing.
Yeah, I usually prefer it, but I don't want to set up my capture card to play sound through my headphones, and I don't like bleeding sound.
Big thanks to Devi for the subscription.
Let's go,
Oh,
Debbie!
Pog!
Woo!
That is the 17th month.
Debbie's the
Holy
#1
moly.
subscriber. It's not even close.
Dang. That is crazy.
So thank you so much, Debbie.
Man.
So we've got a double feature today, and the thing is, we don't have footage for either of them yet. We need to record PB for both. So we can get started with some League, but I think we might want to cut it a little shorter just to make sure we have time to get that recording, and also have the VOD review based on those recordings.
So basically, we're all going to be playing Aerospray in the private battle.
No. Okay, so it's Clamlets, Moray, and Port. These are two of the most disliked maps in the game, but I actually think that they're both best on Clamlets. So there's some redemption points there.
The best of the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Goody. Pardon me, it'll take a second as my Switch is being ornery.
Oh, that was the wrong button. I think yeah, okay. 1 sec. We're gonna remake that.
I need to rearrange my desk. My desk is cluttered with switches.
There's so many of them.
Hi,
10,
Jamie.
exact.
And hi, Corudo. I keep
Corus.
I keep thinking I'm saying that name wrong, and then I'm like, wait, no, that was actually correct the way that I thought it was.
That is I have all three of my squires here of the Chicken Nation. Exciting, exciting day.
They were the first to arrive, huh?
Yeah, of course they are. They're squires of the Chicken Nation. What? Oh, speaking of the Chicken Nation, I was given a motto to read out. It's not a very long monologue, but I have an entire motto for us that was graciously given by Kuro.
We'll send the stream off with it.
Okay, that's good. That
Yeah,
sounds perfect.
That's appropriate, Cat.
I'm sorry.
The room is up for my coaches, and then let's see.
I will be there.
Anybody in particular else?
As soon as I
just
can.
grab Devi. Devi, if you want to hop in.
I have to find everything. I forgot that my HDMI cable is in the capture card. The capture card is in the case with all the other equipment, and it's a whole mess. Gotta say, don't envy the equipment guy.
Mm-hmm.
I have too much stuff in such a small place. Too much stuff.
Yeah, I don't know where Mikey found room for all of the stuff that we just dropped
And
in this place.
the worst part is it just gets like combined with all of my stuff, of which I already have too much of. So now I just have like oh shoot, where's the HDMI cable for my Switch? Oh, it's in the box. Which box is it in? There's 4 and they're identical.
Oh, no.
Congrats,
Hey,
Jamie,
Switch.
that you've beaten a very, I would say, that boss in particular. I won't say too much more about it, but it's one of those moments in Dark Souls where you realize, okay, I can do this, and I'm in this for the long haul now. There's some very, very cool moments in that fight. Not the least of which is that you realize partway through that you've been hearing a bell ring in the bell tower above you, and that every bell that rings is somebody who's beaten that very difficult boss. And so you kind of get this sense that, okay, wait, no, I can do this. Other people are
Dark
doing
Souls
this.
1?
Yeah.
The Bell Gargoyle? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
Very cool.
Jamie got a
Let's
tail
make,
axe, so he's going to be able to use that maybe by end game, because that has like a ridiculous strength requirement, if I remember correctly.
That's why you only go strength. You don't need any other stat.
No, yeah.
Strength,
you need.
faith builds, rise up, is all I'm saying.
Where are you at right now, Simon?
I am watching the news.
Cool. Yeah,
The news, it's time for Squid Game.
I was always strength pyromancy myself, but very similar concept there.
Yeah.
I always went Zweihander. That weapon is so fun in Dark Souls 1.
I use the Havel's hammer.
Oh, Dragon Tooth, yeah.
Yeah, I use that all game.
I just love that with Zweihander. Number one, you get it so early, but number two, it pancakes people.
Yeah.
So you just drop it on someone's head, and they just get flattened to the ground. It's so satisfying.
I didn't know about fat rolling, so I was just always fat rolling.
I mid-rolled all the way through. Let me tell you, beating Artorias with mid-roll is, it's a thing.
I almost gave up at the Capra Demon, I'm gonna be honest. That small space with such a high stamina consumption and fat rolls was terrible.
Oh, fat roll there would be brutal, yeah.
I
never actually did beat Manus. I gave up on Manus. Because he's also a boss you need to roll a lot for. But...
Man, and then you get to the underground place with everything blights you.
Mm-hmm.
I sense a lot of pain coming from those all caps, Debbie.
I'm sorry if I didn't say hello already, Smidge, because I was thinking it.
I thought hello to you, and really it's your fault for not being telepathic.
Yeah, I mean...
I said hello.
It's kind of inconsiderate of you, to be honest. But... Yeah, I've been working on it, Heka. It's a nice weapon. I like the coverage that the special gives me. There are some situations where I feel like, you know, missiles or inkjet are not the play, and having something, you know, a bomb rush would be the play in those situations. I also really like burst bombs. Like, I used to love the standard splat dualies. The problem is that they're on dualies. Like, if that exact set were on a splatter shot, I would use that over the Kensa splatter shot every day of the week. I just love burst bombs for harassing backliners.
No!
Oh,
watch out, there's missiles everywhere.
Those. I didn't even notice those missiles.
I got two.
Just the end parries. If you see... They're on left, they're on left.
Got one.
There's another one. Got him.
Whoa, the chicken!
I have 9.
It's an enemy chicken.
There's one on left. It's the L3.
I have one.
Or H3, whatever it is.
I could drop you one if you need it.
I'm gonna bomb rush in. Throw me that clam now.
I'm coming over to you.
I missed.
Clam is in front of you.
Well, I died to a bomb, but I guess we got lead.
I tossed one in behind you, but did not realize that we were walking into the Valley of Death.
Oh.
I did pick one of them on the way up, and it was safe enough to throw that in if I had just watched out for the bomb.
Watch out for missiles.
Tagged the one with the clan, there's another one with him. They're rotating to mid.
I'm just painting up near our goal.
Oh.
Man, they are curling
H3 got me left. They're pushing into mid from left. They popped armor. There are missiles on me. Sorry for dragging this over to Devi.
Bombs and missiles and bombs and missiles and bombs. I couldn't get them. They're low. I missiled out.
And parries were on right side somewhere.
Left side, hurt. Don't know what they are,
H3
but
is
they are
right
hurt.
lane.
One left, going back to mid. I'm
Flash
painting
in
up
mid.
again.
Oh, how did I miss? Oh.
What a hectic map. One far left. Nice. Another one left. Nice. I'm pushing with you. Oh, the inkjet. I took a bullet for you.
Wait, that didn't get thrown? I don't know what happened there. I could have sworn I pressed the A button.
Watch out behind you, Avery. Don't walk back.
I had missiles on me too.
They're countering with a push to the right side every time we try to push left.
Yeah.
Oh, on the clam, on the clam.
No, they picked it up. That wasn't even the one that picked it up.
Yeah, I won.
Oh boy. That almost killed me.
Uh,
This one jumping into mid. Where's Debbie at? I can throw this to her.
Debbie's right lane. There is so much ink. I am trying so hard to keep our side painted, but missiles out.
One left.
One left, yeah.
Watch out for missiles. I'm gonna back up.
Oh,
Got one. Got two.
Nice. I'm gonna bomb rush in at this point.
I'm painting for missiles so we can push in again. Missiles out.
Oh, did that miss? God. Ugh. I'm being so bad with the clam throws today.
Got one down.
If you can stay in, I
Traded.
can jump the pity in.
oh,
Oh, it's just Debbie.
I'm down.
Yeah,
Trying it anyway.
I need a
Actually,
hero,
I'm just
Jeff.
gonna back up. That jump is not gonna work.
It's okay. I confused them momentarily.
We need to pick up that power clam. That's
I
fine, Avery,
did
because
pick
that
it
kept
up.
it alive.
Touch it. Oh, I'm blocking them. Oh, this is rough.
Yeah,
the
that's
inkjet.
gonna be game because it's too far away.
No, I splattered
Wow.
him too late. That was
Dang.
rough.
Oh, I am rusty.
Delays clam throws. That makes sense. I've never had to deal with that before, but that explains a lot, actually. Thank you for that. So I should not be the one who has the power clam when I'm bomb rushing in.
There were a couple times there I probably should have picked it up then.
Yeah, I can just throw it backwards whenever I'm going to bomb rush in. Having some problems on making decision, role confusion, or having to multitask roles. Making decisions is definitely one of the harder parts of the game. And I think usually when people have trouble making decisions, the reason is that they don't have enough information to make those decisions based on. Usually the problem is that you just can't see where all the players are that are around you, you know? You missed that little splash on your screen in the upper right-hand corner that would have clued you in that there's an opponent there, you know? A lot of the time, what you would need to do is pretty obvious once you know how many players are up on your team, how many players are up on their team, and where those players are, and maybe, you know, what kind of progress is being made about the objective. If you've got all that information, everyone's going to make the right choice, but the problem is you don't always have that information.
I am pretty proud of my aim. I'm doing a lot better on the splatter shot than I thought I would.
Nice. Charger on the right.
Yeah.
Got him.
Threw a bomb over there. Nice.
There's a ray from their overlook. I'm going to go after it. Got him. Alright. I'm safe on Overlook at the moment. I'm just gonna start bomb rushing it.
Took down the clam
I'm
on
down,
there.
but I didn't get the jumper. Shoot. There's 2 on Overlook.
I'm backing up real quick just to protect in case. I have missiles ready for next time we push. Just let me know when.
There's a
They
ray.
got the laser.
Okay, good job avoiding the ray.
Oh, the squiffer got me.
Tagged him once, but I can't stay in this fight.
Oh, I thought they fell off. That would have been really funny. Debbie's down. They're on basket.
They're gonna start pushing right. Careful, Avery, you're caught in that.
I got one.
Nice.
Oh, I'm down.
I got one of the power clams.
The other one missed. Okay, Jet on their snipe. There's probably one coming up in the mid somewhere. Thought I saw something. I have bomb rush.
Just tell me when and I'll pop missiles.
We don't have the
Oh,
clams
wait.
forward at the moment.
I have 8 clams currently.
Yeah, but we don't have follow-up, even if we were to make one with you.
Mm.
Where did that come from? Oh, from over there.
Squiff mid.
Got him.
Nice.
Okay, let's start making a push up here.
Okay.
I've
I'm gonna
got
missile.
9, throw me 1. Up over the top onto snipe.
Wait, where are you?
On
Oh,
their
I
snipe.
see.
Throw one up. Beautiful.
You're pushing in.
There's one on Overlook shooting at you.
Luckily, they cannot hit.
Oh, I
Pick
got
up
someone who
clam.
wasn't the Swiffer. Okay.
Oh, my aim. I had that. Oh.
I'm keeping it open.
Working on keeping them off, you guys. 2 drop down. Nice.
Let's
Nice.
go.
All right.
That was a well-coordinated push.
Released how to aim. Sincerity released how to aim. Yeah, Sincerity is a great K-Shot player. This is a frontliner's play. Yes, I am playing the frontline role. This is sort of a support frontline hybrid, but this is a support weapon that can play very, very fast. It paints an awful lot and gets bomb rush really quickly, but it also has burst bombs and very accurate shots and a very fast kill time as well as fast movement. So it's a little on the short range side for a frontline weapon, but it's still very powerful in one-on-one fights.
I'm just gonna put some gear I'm leveling on. I don't really have a good setup for a K-shot.
Yeah, J-Dragon, when you have an objective push going, the frontliner's job is to push them as far back away from the objective as you can so that they cannot defend. Objective pushes, in theory, should only ever be made if the opponent is literally incapable of defending them. You don't want to ever be on the tower if an opponent is shooting on you, ideally. Now, in practice, that's really hard to do. That's something you usually only see in coordinated teams to get to that point, but that's kind of what you would look for in a competitive situation. Yeah, the brushes are good distracting weapons. They're good at drawing the opponent's attention over to one side. Some frontliners are more about actually getting picks. But the brush is more like, even if you don't get picks, you can threaten them hard enough that you either get a pick or you can just run around in circles and make them miss a bunch. And they're wasting a bunch of time shooting at you while your opponents do things. Or while your teammates do things.
I should probably use a brush. Sounds like something I'd be fairly good at.
There is a time and place to push up ahead of the objective. Like, I was being maybe a little bit selfish in that I wasn't picking up clams and throwing them in there.
Oh.
Quad brush.
Speaking of brushes.
So, hey, Devi, have fun. Anyway.
Oh, no.
Like, there are definitely times where a frontliner should... They're coming up on snipe.
Got him.
One weak in mid. On me. They're on snipe, right below. They super jumped to above us. There are two behind you guys.
Wow.
They're at our spawn.
Okay. That sounds interesting.
So let's just get a power clam and score, because nobody's defending. Here.
Yep.
In front of you, in
There's
street.
two that just got me at spawn.
Oh,
And they jumped back.
I got them last second. They traded us once. Debbie's got 6.
Ah, darn. All I hit was a burst bomb. Okay. Get ready to defend.
Oh, I just fell off the map.
Happens. Okay, good stuff.
Sorry, Debbie, I tried.
There's one or two in mid.
Oh, I got a triple.
Oh,
I got a
there was
quad.
bomb.
You got
Let's
a
jump in.
quad?
Nice.
Oh, I'm still going. I have 8
Duh.
clams. Drop for me, Avery. On the ramp.
Oh, where are you? Yep.
Got it in.
I'm down.
Shouldn't have made a power clam. It was too obvious. There's 2 on you.
Oh, I couldn't get away in time.
Okay, we need to get to the right and defend.
There's one coming
Yep.
up.
They
They're
don't
coming
have.
up.
Yeah, they have them now. Just stop them from scoring extra clams.
Got 2.
Ah,
I'm gonna start picking up clams, getting ready.
It's a bunch in mid. In fact, I'm just gonna go for it.
Debbie saying
'cause
this
I don't
way.
think they're defending this.
Oh, yep, there's one on Debbie. There's 2 on Debbie. Got 1. Got 2.
baller.
There's a baller.
I'm down again.
I got 3.
That's fine, because they're not defending their basket at all.
Yep, I have 9 clams coming over there.
Literally just 1. Throw that one. There you go.
Awesome.
I will
death
say-
brush, you say.
I will say I did like the attempt at the cheese plays. Tasteful cheese.
Yeah, it was interesting what they were trying to do, but
They
the
tried to
problem
make it
was
work.
They had no objective control doing that. Like,
Yeah.
seeing that they were, okay, they're behind us, that could be a problem, but wait, they aren't defending their basket at all. We just walk forward and win. Yeah, that's a turf war strat, that's for sure.
They allowed me to get my first quad, so for that I am thankful.
I'd switch
Nice.
to the deco brush right now if I have it. I might. Do I have it? Oh, I don't have the deco one. Ah,
Avery's
the octobrush,
Avery's
you
got a
mean?
thirst for the brush.
there's that and the chickens. I didn't know they had chickens on them.
Yeah, the octobrush does have a chicken.
That's what I was looking for. That's the one, not the deco. Yeah, I don't have that one yet. Darn it. Oh well.
You're just gonna, like, sort by sub and buy all the chicken weapons.
Yes. Yes, that is I have to represent the chicken nation. That's what I am.
You'll be
Yeah.
happy to know my girlfriend and I are coming up in life. We now have a soap dispenser.
Oh wow,
Let's
Yeah.
go.
that's incredible.
I was informed that it was very important for us to have a soap dispenser, so.
It is
Very nice.
very
Very
much so.
nice.
But we do have it now.
But yeah, meme teams are really interesting because I think they work better than you would think they would.
Yeah, because you have to like the answer to a meme team. Like I feel like there's always a solid answer that really shuts it down, but it's finding the exact answer on the spot that does it for people.
Like you need the answer is often like, you know, oh, this weapon counters that really hard. But like even if it's that you have one weapon that counters it really hard, you've got that one weapon that now has to handle 4 of them because maybe they work really well against 2 of your weapons,
Yeah.
you know? So,
Does put the pressure on a bit.
especially weapons that can move fast, they can build
Yeah.
really well off each other. Like there was a tournament at one point where a Japanese team ran 4 sploosh 7s in splat zones and took 2nd place in this like really high level tournament. They all had splat bombs. They would stagger their hammers really well, and they'd be everywhere and painting everything. And
Okay,
it was really
4
hard to deal
hammers
with.
is actually the worst to play against. I'm gonna say it. That's a real strat.
Jeez.
No! Nobody wants to play this rotation, and honestly, can you blame them?
Avery, future Tetra dualies main. That's an idea, actually. That
Oh,
that is
Oh!
that is something that would not be a bad thing for him to try. It's similar in its like hyper aggressive playstyle to the Carbon Roller, and it also has a chicken as its standard sub weapon.
oh, chickens, you say?
Bab says Tetras are hard one-trick Tetras. At the point that Avery's at, Bab, I would definitely say that he's, you know, exploring and figuring out what weapons he likes the best. Still,
Yeah.
you know, he
Yeah,
doesn't
I
have
mean,
all of them
I'm still
unlocked.
doing that.
So
I'm still doing that.
so this would be the
And
time to see if you like it. Dualies are tricky. Dualies add this whole extra layer to aiming with them. They're not easy to get the hang of, but once you do, they can feel really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
just
I'll
whatever
definitely
weapon you
try
want.
Oh wait, yeah, the other Tetris has a chicken rush.
They're both.
That's usually because I'm used to my Deco roller. That's got my chicken swarm.
Hi, Tao.
Hello.
I still think my best weapon is probably the Tri-Slash.
Also,
And I
Bab,
also
I
just
am
have the
very
most
happy to
fun.
see you. Just wanted to say that.
Hi, Bob. I also just have the most fun with the Tri-Slasher. Like, there's something
pretty
really
good at it.
satisfying. There's something really satisfying about just like hiding on a wall, and then people turn away from you, and you jump out behind the wall, and you just go crazy.
We've played this team already. This was the team with the H3 and the Clash. The end parries.
Oh.
And yeah,
Is it
that
just
says
literally
if you end up liking Tetras, one trick them, which I would agree.
Now is the time
mean-
to experiment. Splatoon 3 is gonna come out, and then I'm gonna be a Inkbo main.
Inkbo is looking like it's going to be very similar to Dynamo.
I'll play whatever.
Right side, right lane, right now.
Thanks for calling that out, because I was not looking, and I would have gotten hit right in the side of the head.
There's an enemy chicken around me. How dare you?
Your old soldiers are turning against you.
No, these are fake. So fake chickens. They're not real.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Star Fox.
What? I'm down.
Left, they're pushed into our court. Never mind, they
I
pushed
got
back
one
out.
of them.
Mid,
That's 3 down.
one still left,
Do
one
we
still
have
left behind you
clamps?
guys.
Oh, not anymore.
I have
One at
6.
their basket. I'm gonna bomb rush
I
it.
have 9.
Get in here when you can.
I'm coming in. I have power clam. Clear the way for me. I am going. I am in. It missed. To be fair, I didn't
Oh.
die.
Go
It
3
was a
down.
now or never.
It's just
I'm
heavy.
down.
One's flanking left, one's coming through mid.
Oh, I'm getting missiled. Don't fall behind me.
Yeah, will not. Okay.
I hate curling bombs. Curling bombs on this map just hurt. Ah, the Hydra! 2 pushing down right. Hydra's on the right lane, coming to mid.
There's a Hydra peeking. Oh boy.
The Hydra trade. The most holy of trades. No!
There's
The
an
inkjet.
inkjet. It wasn't a trade at all. The inkjet did all the work.
I see, I see. I'm getting missiled. Oh, I was surrounded. That was an unfortunate circumstance. They're coming back to the basket from the right lane with clams.
Clash on me. Got me.
Oh, Hydra right lane. Missiles.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
man, they are going crazy with these missiles. I got like 2 shots on
Yeah,
them.
they've got 2 missiles weapons.
Coming from left to mid. 2 on left, 2 on left. They're sharking. Left again.
Got
I'm
2
down.
on left. I'm down. Hydra in mid.
I'm getting zoned. They're so evasive. Got the blaster.
It's delayed wipe. Oh, one sharking left on my ouch.
Understood.
Oh,
Oh, I missed every shot.
I did
They're behind
too.
Debbie.
They're still sharking that same exact place behind Sponge on the left.
Hmm.
There they are. Oh, the inkjet. This is rough.
On left still. On me. Thank you.
I am simply not fast enough.
Nice. One with curling bombs on left lane.
Oh, I just ate a
Oh, they're
curling bomb.
jumping. Oh, the Hydra guarded the jumps. Sorry for feeding in. Back up, because you're 4v3.
Oh, they were
Run
behind.
away.
They're still sharking back there in the left.
They've been going there consistently. We need to be watching out for that.
Yeah, I just didn't think they had time to get back there at any point.
It's been painted, so we have no way of knowing when they get there.
Oh, that was a long shot.
Yeah, that's insane.
Who are you calling fake? You're the fake chicken around here.
What? そんなことないよ。
You're not even good enough to be my fake. Wait, we're all getting this reference, right? I hope we are. This is
no.
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
Oh.
Faker, I think you're the fake hedgehog around here.
Oh
You're
my
comparing
God.
yourself to me?
I want to change up weapons. I want to play something.
I'll make you eat those words. All right, we're gonna get a PB going here.
Okay.
All right. I think I'm gonna go buy those dualies.
Dark Tetra Dualies. Or
I
the
wanna
Light
play the
Tetra
K-Rap.
Dualies, either
I
one.
can. Let's see here.
All right, folks. We need to get Banki in here. We need to get Toshiro in here. Once we've got those guys, then we can fill the rest up. And we got ourselves some games.
I'm going to play the K-Rapid again. I had a lot of fun last time I played the K-Rapid.
Oh, it looked like there was an inkjet shot that's like Went down right at the same time.
Wipe this off the face of the planet.
Fion Destroyer
Like
is Toshiro,
meteor.
isn't it, Banki? I believe it is. We are Vion? So you guys are like trading back and forth on the Switch? Or are you both joining at the same time? Trading back and forth, okay. So which one is playing right now? Toshiro calls first dibs. Okay. So we need let's see in here. Avery, who I think is just buying the weapon.
Yeah, I just bought the Octobrush. We're gonna roll with this for a round or two.
All right, and then after Avery, we'll need 2 more people. All right, there's Avery. Smidge, J Dragon, if both of you wanted to join, then that would work. I know you guys play Splatoon at the very least. Tao is also welcome to join. I'm assuming that Bab is Pain, because that's a very Bab kind of name. We just need 2 more, folks, because we need to have a full 4v4 that I can spectate.
Get your friends, get your family, get everyone.
I would just like to point out that I am eating a Subway chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, I had to grab something sweet. I grabbed my 3-pound bag of gummy bears. So.
Wow.
started
Okay. See, you win.
with that.
I think I'm more jealous of you than I am of this. It's just so much more sugar.
I've already eaten 1.5 pounds of it. So.
That's how it goes.
It's great. Yeah.
There was this one Halloween where, when I was still teaching, I jokingly, put on the homework, bring me all of your extra candy. And I tried to make it as clear as possible it was a joke, but the kids just really wanted to be nice to me and actually brought me, like, all of their extra candy. So I had a good, like, 10 pounds of candy, and that bag lasted me, like, it wasn't all the way done even by the next Halloween. I had a really good thing going there.
I'm a sweets fiend. My biggest guilty pleasure, though, not candy. It's Mexican sweetbread. I love Mexican sweetbread so much. Pastries in general are just, oh man. If you have any kind of Mexican bakery nearby, I urge you to go and try some of the Mexican sweetbread. Any pastries you can get there. They're so good.
All right, Banki. It's gonna be Kelp Rainmaker if you don't give me something here. They're messaging me in the chat. Gem, no. All right, you don't want it? Give me an alternative. What's it gonna be?
Rainmaker, Painmaker.
Starfish zones. All right. All right, we just need one person, literally one other person who plays the Squid Game.
All right, I'll
in
pull
this.
up my other Switch. I'll just play both me and Mikey in his honor.
Do it.
I'll get
Airside.
Airside.
Airside's joining
Let's
it.
go.
Big Pog, the savior of the stream. Thank you so much.
Pogs in the chat for Airside.
Let me see those Komodo hypes.
Yeah.
Neat. Alrighty. So let's do it like this. There. Want that, and then do this. See how that works out. Yeah. See how that goes. All right. So here's our first recording. This is going to be Toshiro.
Right.
Oh wait, Smidge is a backliner, aren't they? Shoot. Oh, I'm sure we can flex around and figure something out. Bab wants us to leave the teams to fate. I know you do. That's why I said we'll flex around. I just didn't know what you wanted to play.
Brush. Yeah, exactly, Kuro.
Yeah, Cora, there's a possibility of that happening if I don't make the teams. If I do make the teams, it won't happen. So, there you go. This is true, Banki. This is true, and we love them for it most of the time. Vast majority of the time. I'll give you chaotic neutral. I think that's fair. Okay.
Whee! Ah. Maybe not the smartest plan. Oh, Inkjet. I've never used Inkjet before.
Would have joined if I was home. Yeah, no worries, Tao. We're just glad to have you here. Oh man, this is
the bomb.
This is risky. Okay. Worked out for him. Should be able to outpaint at this point. Nice.
Ah! flanked.
Hey, ready to hero.
I'm coming.
Hey, ready to hero, please.
I'm
I
done.
need a hero. I'm holding out for a chicken and a boy light.
Right.
I need a chicken.
He's gotta have a brush or something.
That's why I stopped there. I couldn't figure out how to finish that.
I've listened to that song so many times, and yet I forget all of the lyrics.
Yes. I was thinking the other day about songs that are like my favorite songs that I don't know all the lyrics to, and it's kind of sad to me how many of them there are. I was like, if I were to do karaoke, like what would I even do?
Okay,
Yeah.
there is no feeling that evokes visceral fear like your baller getting shredded, and all of a sudden you're in the middle of everyone.
Ooh! Oh, I thought it was gonna be a double bomb. Wow.
That is a primal fear, I think. Actually, it is around the corner. That is a primal fear developed from our ancestors.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, squids have had tens of thousands of years to evolve into their current forms. So
Yeah, it's like how humans have like a like an innate sense for snakes in backgrounds, or whatever. Like they could they could find snakes easily.
Oh, there's a disconnect on yellow team.
Uh-oh.
Man, unfortunate.
It probably won't be a bad game to look at still, though.
It feels like a
given
game.
Given the lead they have, like, it's still definitely doable for them to hold it off and just keep getting penalties, so... Ooh, blue team does a really good job of getting picks, though.
Oh, I don't think I've gotten a single splat this match.
Do you want to actually know the number you're at?
No, don't tell me. Don't even. I don't need to be demoralized that much.
Nobody say anything.
I actually love the blaster, the K-Rapid. It's really fun.
I am enjoying the brush. I just want to get better at it.
So do we want to... I'll leave it up to Toshiro whether he wants to replay that. It's going to be the same... Oh, we lost Smidge there. Disconnect had been happening all day. All right. Koru, are you able to join us? Are you in a position where you can do that? I know Tao's not.
W is probably
Yeah,
right.
I agree. I think there... Oh, Koru is Toshiro. Whoops. Why do you have so many different names? Your Vion Destroyer and your Karudo and your Toshiro, like... I just remember you as Banki's brother at this point because I don't know which name to use. I'm in already. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely can use that if you want. But either way, we're going to need somebody else because I can't both play and spectate. Smashing Splash right on cue. Thank you for volunteering to join our game so that we actually have enough to play. Really appreciate you making this generous offer of your time and energy to the stream. Thank you so much. I wonder if they were watching an ad and weren't able to actually hear
Uh,
what I just said.
That'd be an L.
It's always the mix-up, the 50-50.
Hmm.
I'll put it in the chat, too.
Koru wants to replay the game.
All right. All right, fingers crossed that Cassie can actually play and not just watch. Oh, J-Dragon might join as well. That would also save us here.
Yes.
All of
Yes,
these are
yes,
good
yes.
outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
Just need one fewer waiting message on the screen here. Man, I went to the doctor's today for a checkup and got my tetanus shot. And they told me that like my arm was gonna get really stiff and sore because of it. And I'm just waiting for that to kick in because it hasn't
It
yet.
hasn't yet. It's like a time bomb waiting to go off. Just like an hour from now, or like midway through the game, your arm just goes limp.
Yeah, they drew blood from one arm, and so I've got this massive improvised Band-Aid on it. And then on the other arm, they gave the tetanus shot, so both of my arms have been poked.
I remember when I was really, really little, I stepped on a rusty nail, and I lived in the middle of nowhere.
Ooh.
So like the ER was combined with the fire department, so it was like a whole one because the town only has like 200 people that live there, very small. And my mom drove me up to the ER/fire
J-Dragon,
department,
join.
and she pulled up to the back door, and they ran out with the tetanus shot, and they stuck me right in the butt. I still remember that
In the butt.
to this day. Yeah, they just
Honestly,
stuck me in the butt.
of all the places to go like sore or numb, that's not the worst.
Yeah, apparently it's not uncommon to do like shots like that in the butt. 'Cause it's like the most fat or whatever.
Yeah, it's the meatiest, the fattiest part of
Yeah.
the body.
But it really sucks because you you use your butt a lot, you know, to sit down and stuff. Man, I couldn't imagine if I had the same kind of like numbing sort of like pain in my arm from my COVID shot from
You
in my
underestimate
butt,
the pain of a sore butt cheek.
Yeah, a sore butt cheek sucks because you gotta like sit lopsided and then your back starts to hurt.
Fried rice would be so pog. Wait a minute.
I want fried rice. Heck, send me
Heck
some.
a catering service when?
Just send
Yeah.
some in an envelope. Just throw some in an envelope.
Oh, that actually does sound really good.
We have a PO box at Bravous. You can send it to that.
Yeah,
There we
yeah,
go,
that's a
there we
good
go.
plan.
Imagine sitting lopsided.
Sorry. Yeah, you have to like lean. You know what I mean? Like, and it hurts your back, and then you're just uncomfortable already. So like,
All right, here we go.
Wait,
We're gonna replay that
is
one.
Airsign leaving?
there you go. Airsign was
They
joking.
just said
Airsign was
I'm.
joking.
Yeah, they said I'm leaving to go get fried rice, which I assume
Oh,
means
okay, okay.
they're not
I
actually.
wish I had fried rice.
Okay. So...
I read that as fried chicken. I was like, oh, okay, alright.
Why not both? Fried chicken and fried rice.
Yeah, they're very good. Better together. Except that's sacrilege because it's chicken. We can't do that
Oh.
here.
We never let our brethren go to waste.
That's right. That's right. No chickens. Unless they're in combat.
And I mean, then we'd totally eat them afterwards, like, you know.
It's fine. There's a whole
They're nourishing their
more
comrades,
reason.
you know.
That's yes. They're there's a whole lore reason why you send them out in the combat because they're immortal and they serve the immortal chicken of the Grand Chicken Nation, and it's it's a
Oh, so this
I will
isn't
say-
thing.
this isn't just an empire. This is a cult.
I will say,
No.
guys. Okay, the Popeye chicken sandwich is pretty good. Not sponsored, by the way, but the McDonald's crispy chicken sandwich, the new one. If you have not tried it, you are sleeping on it. It is okay. That sandwich is insane. I'm really cheap. Like I only get hot and spices at McDonald's because they're $1, but
Oh my
I even go for the McDonald's one sometimes. Okay, it's pretty good. The spicy one is also like. I'm surprised they make food that spicy at McDonald's. I'm gonna be honest. I like spicy food.
Oh,
It's
I would think
good.
that they wouldn't.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I'm just surprised that they saw fit to just throw that amount of spice at a normal consumer. It's pretty heavy. But yeah, no, I would recommend getting the chicken sandwich. Oh, I'm getting demolished from all angles. Well, I took one out with me, so.
One for the road.
Yeah, the crispy chicken sandwich
Oh.
is very good. I also like hot and spicy, so.
Mm.
2 hot and
I haven't had
spices, a
those
large
before.
fry, and an apple pie. You use the app for the dollar large fry, and it's all $5.
Dang.
You can replace the apple pie with a drink if you absolutely need it.
Absolutely. If you are dying for
Oh,
sustenance in
Hecka,
the form of
Hecka, you can't do that to me. Get
Yes,
some
you do.
fried rice. Get some fried rice, and now you think you're just allowed to break my ankles like that while I'm trying to play K-Rapid? You have the energy. I don't have that energy right now. I don't have any fried rice in me.
He needs the carbohydrates and the protein.
Look,
That's
I'm
right.
just saying, you can't just juice and then play Splatoon, okay? We need to have some rules about this.
Performance enhance. I can't say drugs, because that's not what a fried rice
Performance
is, but-
enhancing rice.
it's like it's a Monster Hunter. I just walked into a bomb.
Okay, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
that's
paint.
true.
I'm just gonna paint and get ball air, maybe, perhaps.
Performance enhancing food chefed by cats.
Whoa!
Yeah, I've
Debbie!
got my.
You're
Ooh.
crazy, Debbie.
Yeah, Devi's labbed that
crazy.
for a long time. That is a standard Hydra maneuver.
Yeah, that maneuver hurt my soul.
One of the neat things about it is because she runs so much run speed, she's actually better on the grates than anybody else.
Get me out! Get me out! I hit him. Get him, air sign! Sick him! I'm struggling, I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry, team. I helped with that one.
Ah!
We have to push forward, team. There is no other way.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, it's just a rapid blaster left over.
Yeah, I cannot paint.
KAs were pretty low on the team that time around, so that'll
Truthfully,
be good to watch. That'll be good to
I
watch.
know that I shouldn't be playing Rapid Blaster on Splat Zones necessarily, but I just wanted to try it.
All right. So, Banki's turn, because we now definitely have a match for Toshiro. Banki, what map mode would you like? Let me know either in the chat or in the DM.
Kelp Tome Rainmaker.
You keep saying these things. Be careful what you wish for.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the K-Rapid has tons of uses.
Not
I,
sure, huh?
I
Okay,
am-
so we can do Kelp Rainmaker?
I am baby Splatoon player. I play this game once a week for 2 hours.
Yeah, me too.
Bab has a suggestion.
Let's just do Turf Wars. The ultimate test of skill and gamer ability.
Test your game.
Banki, make the call. Inkblot TC, you got it.
This Tuesday during Squid School. Test
Squid
your
School, Squid School,
gamer
Squid School.
level. Tuesday.
The Squid Game of a lifetime.
Be there.
Wait, I got. That was.
Bravous Esports is
That
not
was the way it
responsible for any
was.
injuries caused by chickens.
We'll stick with that.
I'm gonna change weapons either way. I'm gonna go back to the tried and true. Or,
Bab, no, you are overpowered together. I'm sorry.
I should also pick gear that actually has subs on it, probably, since we can't get experience from this anyways.
Yeah.
What mode is this? I didn't pay attention. Tower control. Okay. Does anybody run last ditch effort on tower control? Is that a thing for K-Shot?
Most support weapons will run it in a lot of places. You know, if it's highly dependent on whether your opponent is going to push very far, I guess.
I see.
Different maps are more likely to get pushes that far, and so they're more likely to, you know, end up paying out.
I believe Bab. I'm gonna run it. I'm an LDE enjoyer. I have no good gear. My gear sucks.
Yeah, even like the very first activation of LDE, like where you're getting like one sub of each, is already like almost worth. And then the second one, you're getting more than you would by running an equivalent amount of gear of that type.
I will be the LDE player.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Yeah.
my ink shit.
Oh wow, that was pretty clean.
Oh.
Well, that'll activate LDE, but it might also end the game. So far, looking like the defense might hold here. Alright. Might be able to keep it there. Devi holding it down, and there's the team wipe. good pressure from Bab to help set this up.
Yes. I can't get out.
You
I
had,
should
like,
have jumped.
the bomb.
I'm just surrounded by 3 of them.
You're locked in here with me.
Ooh. I am enjoying the brush.
Nice.
It's very good for me who cannot aim. That's exactly why I like it, Smidge. The slapping.
Smack, 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 smack.
Smack, 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 smack.
That is a key feature of the brush.
Okay, so Cassie is almost home. We would be waiting a little while to play with them, if that were the plan. Alright, purple team getting a bit of a push here.
Oh,
Good use of specials so
Okay.
far.
still can't use my ink yet, though.
Oh, the bombs! They're paying off!
Whoa, that was bad.
I'm just painting. I'm making happy little trees and such.
That was so close.
Oh, he's dead to this. That'll stop the push. At least temporarily.
Oh,
And there it is.
that's game. I slap her. I slap her to slap her.
Okay.
Splat?
Avery top fragging there.
What parallel universe are we living in? What's happening?
Alright.
Tri-slash is just too good.
We are gonna have to
Decent
speed through this a little bit. So we've got 50 minutes for 2 VOD reviews. So I'm gonna pull this up as quickly as I possibly can. I think you heard me twice there. Meow.
How dare you, I'm leaving the stream now.
Meow. Cat's meowing at me for attention. It works
Streamer
because he's
person.
cute.
Your cat is hungry. Feed
Cat
cat.
wants fried rice.
Feed cat fried rice.
You can give your cat a little fried rice as a snack.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true. Don't accept that as fact.
Yeah, I would not trust that without further verification. Just to be clear there. All right.
I'm not a vet.
Got to go to this. Go to this and this and this. And that. And this. And that. Okay. So this one is with Toshiro. And we're going to get things started here. Going to turn the sound back on.
That sandwich is insane. I'm really cheap. Like I only get hot and spices at
All right, maybe we'll avoid that. So here we go. Let's just take a look really quick. Okay, so we're going for, looks like for the 2.4 setup with MPU. 2.4 of MPU gives you 3-shot potential. It makes your shots do 33.3 damage. So that'll add up to 99.9, of course, and then any +1 that they get from being in enemy ink will allow you to 3-shot. So that's what the idea for the build is there. That's very sound. Swim speed is good. A lot of people are actually running Ninja Squid on this weapon and then making the using the prerequisite subs of swim speed to counteract it. You only need 4 to get it to the same speed as a midweight weapon like the splatter shot. So that's something a lot of people are doing. Another thing that I like to do on that weapon, which is definitely not meta, it's not something that I'm seeing a lot of other people doing, but I also like to run a lot of sub power-ups so that your burst bombs go further and you can harass backliners from further away. You'll see in this match, a lot of your problem comes from Devi. If you have something that can harass her from further away, I personally think that that's worth it for a short-range weapon. So that's why I go with that. Again, I don't see a lot of people using that, and maybe there's some flaw in that reasoning, but it has always been my favorite thing to do on that weapon, and I still do that with my build for this. So other people can chime in if they have differing opinions. That's where I stand on it. Okay. So here we go. We're working our way into mid. You went the fastest way up through the pit there. And then we're going to, looks like you get here first. Given how quickly you got there, given, you know, the fact that you saw other people were not there, a lot of the time what I like to try and do is just get a really quick cap if I have a good painting weapon. You know, if you get paint on the zone before they do, all your teammates have to do is follow up a little bit, and you could potentially just cap the zone right away, which is a nice bit of paint to be able to have for movement. It's way more paint than anybody else has in the game this early on, and obviously you put pressure on them to push in and take the objective. You choose instead to try and peek out from here. This is a risky spot to be in, for one thing because of what was just shooting at you. For another thing, they can right peek you from around this corner. I usually don't like pushing this unless I know we've got control of mid already. And even then, a lot of the time, like a defensive weapon, like an H3 or something, or a K-Pro, a Splatling sometimes positions over here, could just be hitting you from range, and you wouldn't know it until you peeked around the corner unless you're checking your map. So usually out here, I just don't feel safe, and I'm not going to push out there unless we have some kind of advantage. So you get forced back. It's a little lucky you don't get splatted there, but works out. You get the zone, and now it looks like people are trying to push up, but nobody's dealt with Devi in any meaningful way. Devi can just do whatever she wants here. There are no bombs being thrown at her. You're not throwing bombs at her. What else do you guys have? You've got armor. Armor isn't really going to help you that much against the Hydra. It's just another shot that she has to hit, and then you're splatted anyway. Getting the Rapid in range to be able to harass her can be really good, but it doesn't have a good angle to approach from yet. You haven't cleared out mid, so it can't get underneath these ledges to make it difficult for Devi to shoot back. So you are kind of in a little bit of trouble if people aren't throwing bombs at Devi. There aren't any missiles to displace her. So you've got to be really careful and time your aggression around her charges. And that's clearly not happening right now. She mows down your teammate, and I think she's going to get you here. Okay, I'm surprised she doesn't. Okay, she does get you here, yes. It took her longer than I expected, honestly. Like, you probably could have been splatted even earlier than that. Like, that was that dangerous of a move that you made to be standing in mid without cover. Any backliner applies that kind of pressure. You know, you go out like that against an E-leader, they're going to hit the same shots. You go out like that against a charger, even something like a bamboo or a jet is still going to be able to control that zone just fine. So you need to be a lot more careful with a backliner in play to play around cover and not just leave yourself open and defenseless. So now Devi's going to take a position in mid. You've seen that, so let's see if you go out in a way that is going to make it difficult for her to just mow down again. Okay, a teammate goes down on the zone, so that might make her back up a little bit. You're just focusing on painting the zone, which is fine. Oh, you need to be more careful. Okay. This is an error that I make a lot against backliners. So painting the zone here, again, really scary. You are really exposed. You have been marked. It ends up working out in part because you have a numbers advantage. But like you saw that Devi was right here. You know that she's probably going to peek this at some point in the near future. You could paint from underneath this ledge and still hit most of the zone. You could like throw burst bombs over and maybe try and displace her before you try and paint for this. You're just kind of going in positions where you don't have cover and you're really exposed. So right here, again, Devi probably, if she had been like focused on you and just right side peeked right away, she could probably have splatted you in this time. You get away with it, but then they can see these splashes over the top of the wall. Your squid, especially right now, is actually poking up over the ledge. And when her shot goes over the ledge, if she aims it well enough, it will actually fall down and be able to hit you on the other side. You're not two-dimensional right now. You actually jut out from the wall a little bit. So this is actually not a safe place to be. If you're going to use a wall as cover, you need to be down closer to the middle of the wall. So once again, that was a awareness of the backliner problem. Especially once you start hitting X rank, you just need to realize that a backliner is going to control a really huge section of the stage. And the only ways that you're going to avoid that are using cover or by displacing them. Displacing them means you force them to move. You throw a bomb at them, you throw missiles at them or something like that. A booyah bomb works. Something that will force them to move, because if they move, they lose their charge. Same, chargers, obviously, they can't fire a shot until later. The Hydra Splatling is probably the worst example of this in that it's going to take a good, 2 or 3 seconds to spin that thing back up. And that's after one of the slowest weapons in the game moves out of the way. So that's the kind of pressure you need to be exerting on it. And you could do that using your burst bombs. Like, if you tag Devi with a burst bomb and she can't move, she has to make a pretty snap decision like, okay, if another burst bomb comes and hits me, I'm splatted. Do I need to move right now? Do I need to use this charge to get away instead of using it to splat people? So even if you don't have, enough ink to throw the second one, throwing the first one could make her think twice about it anyway. All right, getting up over the ledge. I would recommend learning how to ledge cancel. Ledge canceling is something I should show on stream really quick. So I'm going to switch over to here. Actually, no, I don't want to go to this because it's going to be easier to show in recon mode somewhere. Meow, 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 meow. Let's see. Ink blot would be a good one to show. So ledge canceling is a movement technique. It's an optimization to make it so that you spend less time in a vulnerable state in the air and more time being able to move on the ground. It saves you time and it also makes you less vulnerable to shots. So let's say I want to get on top of this block. I could just swim straight up it, but what most people will do is they'll mash the B button to get up over the top. Notice, though, that when I pop up over the top, normally I kind of just flop right out there. When I jump over the top, I'm actually up in the air for a lot longer. This is easier to see. This is the wrong mode to have a wall there. It's easier to see on big ledges like this. See how long I'm up in the air there for? What ledge canceling is once you get to the top, you initiate squid form with the right timing. And I didn't get it there. So that you immediately go straight into squid form and straight into the ink on the top. Like that. And if you get that timing down consistently, this will get you, This will get you up and over ledges faster, and expose you less to incoming fire. So that's something that I would recommend you learn at this point. Anybody who hasn't learned that, you know, by maybe like S+ level, that's something to start trying to do. Especially on a map like this, where you're going to be spending so much of your time using a wall as cover. I think it's really helpful to have that technique on lock so that you're able to move from that cover faster. Okay, how do you get splatted here? So you see someone over here. Ah, okay, I see what that is. So right now, you're looking out. You see this person right now, and that should immediately be something that, like, scares you. Because this person could be shooting at you. If they were shooting at you, you would already be splatted. You react to that a little on the slow side. Oh, they do actually end up getting you. And then the other problem is that when you try to go down, when you try to get away from them, you jump. If they have the jump on you, you just want to take cover. Because you spinning around and trying to fire and exposing yourself for longer is just giving them more time to line up their shots. Jumping here... Jumping has a number of different disadvantages. One of them is that your trajectory through the air is very predictable. So he's going to know exactly where you're going to land and where you're going to travel through the air to get there. For another thing, since you're shooting, you're not even in squid form, and so you're exposing your entire hitbox. It's not like, you know, you're ducked down on the ground. It's not like your feet might get blocked by something. It's just, no, your entire body is a target area right now. So firing these shots, like from here, he's going to be able to hit that fall off and just take you out. Oh, that wasn't even fall off. That was a bomb. Okay, so there was a bomb behind you that you may just not have heard. I take all of that back, except, well, no, I don't take any of it back in theory. It's just that's not what actually contributed to you getting splatted. As soon as I see I've got missiles on me there, I'm not going in that far. Let's see where they go on. So yeah, from right here, as soon as I see this, I'm backing up into the corner and not even trying to hop up over the ledge. Because if AirSign decides to retreat backwards, which they may be forced to do, they have control of the zone. You know, what if Devi's looking at AirSign right now? They might just have to duck behind this corner, which would run them right by you, and then you would get hit by their missiles. You want to run away from your teammates when you've got these missiles. It ends up working out, but they could have been shooting you, because remember, when you have missiles on you, they can see you this whole time. They could also definitely be shooting at you right now. If Devi was in mid looking at you, this would be free. Okay, one of your teammates goes down on the other side. You're separated from your teammates. You are painting up a little bit. You're going to try and put a little bit of pressure forward. This ends up working out because your team is able to get a pick and equalize. You bomb rush onto zone. This is all looking relatively safe. I'd still be scared about the Hydra as soon as you see them. You know, duck behind cover and make sure you're safe. But the bomb rush is good. It gives your team the paint that they need to push in and to control the zone. That worked out. And remember, you are marked. Once the mark goes away, that's when you start moving in. I like it. Okay. So you've seen that there's a lot developing on the left-hand side. I say you've seen, you know, maybe you didn't notice it, but like, Jamie's definitely shooting up here. And I think I just saw Devi up there. Oh no, Devi's over here. Never mind, this is the Devi flank. Someone was up there. Now, this flank is something that you can usually see coming by checking the map. If you paint over the wing right here, then if they go around that way, they have to paint this, and so you'll see them coming before they get around to you. These flanks are something that you need to always be watching, especially in a competitive environment where it's going to be coordinated, where people are going to say, okay, I'm flanking now, and the other team's going to move with it. What that means is you basically are, if anyone plays League of Legends here, you're putting down wards. That means you're painting the path that they need to take to get to you, so that if they paint over it, you can check your map and see, oh wait, alarm triggered, someone painted through the safety paint that's on their wing, and you're able to see that coming around. So you get out of this, fortunately. I'm not sure I would be pushing around to this, because Devi has a longer range than you. If she starts to charge up back here and tries to shoot down through this, might be able to catch you, might be able to pick you off. I guess you do have a teammate who's going forward as well, but wise not to follow that any further. I don't know what utility painting that back wall especially has, because that's not where Devi was. Devi actually just walked around on the grates the whole time. So that doesn't let you know that they're up there, but... Okay, so you return to the zone. There is an inkjet out. Knowing that there's an inkjet out, I would be taking cover, because you never know when that shot is just going to be a crazy direct and kill you. Plus, that was its last shot, so you could have just waited that out and then gone for zone. Now that they're down, this is when I would be pushing zone. You've got a 3-down situation. You know where Devi is? She's on the left. And she's behind that cover, so you're going to be able to get at least some paint on the zone here. Let's see. What's going on? So you get on the zone. I guess you back away from the brush, but something to remember about brushes is that while they're firing, they... What is happening? It's a really loud noise. Sorry, 1 second. I might need to check on... I will be back momentarily.
I will entertain the chat in the meantime. Probably pets. Probably cat did something crazy.
Cat
Hi,
or something else.
Tell us a joke. Oh man, I'm on the spot.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know jokes. I'm not a funny person.
Make joke. Chickens. There's plenty of chickens.
You can do your speech now.
Oh, I sure could.
I do
In the middle of a
apologize.
trip,
It sounded like there was someone knocking on the door or something.
Okay, never mind. You don't get to.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like an emergency or something. Anyway, so from here, yes, you need to be a little worried about the brush, but remember that the brush can't move and shoot at the same time. If you back up and it keeps swinging, you're in range, it's out of range, you win that. So that's something to think about. Rather than like dropping all the way down, you could have just backed up down the ramp, could have been hitting it with burst bombs, could have been shooting at it. Got some options there. So I think you put yourself out of play for long enough that they were able to advance on you and get this pick. Let me just look at that one more time. Okay, so yeah, we're backing away there. So you get your bearings, you start painting this. Yeah, so another thing is that your instinct is to jump backwards. And I would encourage you to start rethinking that habit because, again, what we talked about with jumping, it's good if you don't have ink behind you, if that's the only way for you to move. But if you have ink, just swim away real quick. Because jumping and shooting, well, I guess with this weapon, you're not going to reduce your accuracy. So that is more of a thing with this weapon. But what then happens is you get flanked. So let's see where can we see the flank? What happens here? Okay, so they kind of sneak up on you. Having this painted would prevent them from making this move. But it looks like you're focusing on the zone here. It is important to control paint that is around the zone and not just the zone. For reasons like this, where Heka is able to take a good line on you, take you out, and they maintain control despite you guys being pushed all the way up to the zone. Ooh. So Synchrony has gone down already, and you just saw Air Sign go down in front of you. You don't really have the green light to push at this point. You're not going to be able to move up. Even this, really scary. We saw the Hydra in mid. They could be watching you. You're also covered in missiles. I would be backing up and not trying to push this forward. Good job. You back away. I'm also worried about someone who might be coming on the left, because your streak got cleared out. Maybe that means someone's going to be coming around this way, and you actually do see paint coming around this way. I don't know if you noticed that, but I actually noticed it before these shots start coming at you. And I was thinking, oh, I would be checking map for that right away just to make sure that that's safe. So fortunately, they end up missing their shots. You're able to get this pick really cleanly. And now you've just got to kind of rush the zone. I would be triggering the bomb rush right here, because you can get at least 2 useful bombs up over the ledge before you even make yourself exposed. And you need to... This is a suction bomb rush, right? The suction bombs take a while to blow up. So with only 8 points left, this is about 4 seconds that you have to work with. These bombs have a 2-second fuse timer. You need those to start exploding on the zone as fast as you possibly can have them. And you can also throw a couple of them while you're safe, so I'd be starting it even earlier. And the first one that I put would be like dead center on the zone to try and make sure that they actually can cap it. You do get a couple of them, but again, exposing yourself over the edge against the Hydra, you did kind of have to rush it, but you probably could have rushed it a little bit more safely using more cover. You put yourself over the top, Devi's going to eat that up every time, and all that's left is a Rapid Blaster, which is not enough to paint the zone, as Synchrony found out the hard way. So, with all of that being said, let me know if there are any questions in the chat here. Or in DM, that would work too. But I am going to move on to the next one to make sure that we have time to get through it. Okay, that should be a pretty good place. All right, Tower Ink Blot. So what have we got here? Let's see. So we went with the K-Pro, which very good tower weapon. Good long range, good at controlling particular zones. You don't need to move quite as fast in tower control because you know exactly where the tower is going to go at all times, and it moves fairly slowly. And the Booyah is just kind of a GG button at the end of the game. So I like a lot of the things that are going on here. Double armor, which is a little strange for tower. Armor is just a little bit worse on tower because the person on the tower could get bumped off if they have armor. So it's a little bit less common to see something like a double armor comp, but it's still a strong special for sure, because you need to win fights to be able to get it. And I love the K-Shot pick as well. K-Shot is also very good for tower. So this is a really great position for a K-Pro. You're able to right peek around this corner here and hit anything that's coming into mid. And if you're aware enough, if you're map checking or something, if you see someone coming around on the left, you're able to kind of kite them back a little bit before they get into range of you, and you have height advantage over them. So even flanking you here isn't super easy. So this is a great spot. You see Avery rushes straight to the tower. This is something that I'm going to tell Avery not to do as much because you don't have an advantage yet. You only want to get the objective pushing when you have an advantage, because pushing the objective puts you at a disadvantage. It shows someone where you are right away and puts you up in this place that's easy to shoot at and throw bombs at and stuff. So what could be a 4v4 right now is becoming kind of a 3.5 v4, and they're more likely to come out on top if you try to make the early push here. So Vion Destroyer catches Avery falling off the tower. Avery being out of range of the K-Pro has basically nothing they can do. In this position, their best option is to put the brush down and run away. They might not have time to do that if he's good enough at aiming. And this, I believe, is a Luna Blaster, which also does not have the range. I really don't like that you are walking toward the Luna Blaster, That is movement that is going to make it as possible as it's going to be for the Luna to actually splat you. But you do end up finishing it off. Just a lot of frontliners get this habit of walking toward their opponent as they shoot, of trying to close distance so their opponent can't get away. But there are some weapons that you really need to be kiting. Like, if you're fighting a Dapple Dualies, you really need to maintain a range outside of what they can shoot. So yeah, if they retreat, then follow them. But if they advance while you're advancing, now they're in range and they splat faster than you do. So you've got to be really careful about walking forward against a weapon like this. And you know, Luna is definitely one of those weapons that is just hold backwards, press ZR to beat it. So great right peek. A double is going to open the game up for you guys. And Bab, in the meantime, has gotten another pick on the left-hand side and forced Devi back onto plat. This is a perfect time to grab the tower, and 3 people jump on the tower, so you immediately leave. From this position, bear in mind that you have the mark on you. In tower control, there are only so many places to go. You know, they know you're going to be pushing plat somehow. But if you just like run straight around this corner right now, yeah, it vanishes right here, but Devi knows that you're beelining this corner. If Devi were up here and maybe pushed back in this direction, she could, in theory, be watching this corner and just shoot you as soon as you peek around it before you have time to do anything. I like, whenever I am revealed like that, I like to be misleading in the last second or so of its duration. I want Devi to think that I'm going to the right instead of the left, or the left instead of the right. And so in that last second, I will start moving in that direction, and then as soon as it's gone, I'll move in the other direction. Devi knows you're coming because of that mark. Now, Bab does an excellent job of forcing her off that position, but, like, she's got a point sensor on you. She's already got shots over the top. She knows you're coming 100%. That's the kind of awareness that you can expect a good backliner to have, and that's something you just kind of have to start playing around once you start getting into higher levels of X rank. So a really great play here from the Luna. Devi is able to back up really well. Bab isn't able to support because you're just kind of, your position is known, you're exposed. Trying to think, what could you have done? Devi is backing up. So if you try and push around this corner, she's going to catch you. It might be better to play in this area right here. That way, if someone comes over the top like this, you see it. But also, if you do want to push Devi, you can drop down here and use this for cover and then peek her over this corner, because from here, she doesn't have range advantage. If you peek from this direction, she does have range advantage and she can kite you. So I wouldn't even want to be over here. For one thing, because Bab is already there, and so one shot could take both of you out. For another, because you just don't have the best fight from there either. Okay, so Bab is able to at least trade one, but that's a deficit on the fight. One of your teammates gets a random pick. Tower is going to go back because your other teammates are in mid. Airsign tries to keep the tower alive. There's going to be some firepower going down on it. They have 2 specials. They just popped armor, so this is a fight that you might want to be careful in. You do get a good pick, though. So, looks like you guys are going to be able to wait it out. A little bit slow on the reaction to the inkjet going up. You want to be moving before they're able to get a shot fired. But the shot misses, so you're fine. That could have been a direct, and that could have splatted you. So that's something I would worry about. I like the booyah, because you're just like, well, I know where your jump is. And you time it well, so that there's no way Avery can possibly get out of this even with drop roller. From here, as soon as I see those shots coming over from the heavy, I might just back up, because I can back out of its range in time, but if I stay down here, I'm just stuck in its range. Good job using the cover over here. That's probably your second best option. You are able to aggress with this. The aim is a little wild here. in this position, when you've got the jump on her like this, like, let's take a look at where you're at from right here. Imagine, so she's shooting left, right? She's not looking at you. Imagine you just swim up, take your time to get your aim on, and pew pew, she's down. If you throw the bomb, that gives her the slightest possibility of reacting to what you're doing and moving and changing her aim. Now, she didn't have enough paint behind her to take advantage of that, but if she does have a paint trail here, she sees that bomb, she could just swim away and then suddenly be able to shoot you from further away. So I would just take advantage of the fact she's not watching, take the shots as soon as I know I've got my aim on, and finish the splat off quicker than this. You saw someone appear right there, so expect someone to be coming this way. Okay, they come out down this way, and jumping down from here is a little bit less safe than jumping down from here. You have further to fall, you're a little bit more exposed, so good job taking advantage of that. You took a position where you could see either direction. You see that people are dropping down here and aggressing your teammate, and so you're going to move over here and help out. You don't have range on this, but you do have range on this, so I would have targeted this person first. You are able to catch them, but if they had moved fast, excuse me, if they had moved faster, they might have been able to get away. You probably should have been shooting at this person first. Now we see that the heavy is in play, and I would not be firing shots from here anymore. If Devi decides to walk to the ledge and starts shooting at me, I have no cover at all, and she has range on me. So good job backing away. But you didn't really know for sure that she wasn't going to shoot at you, so that could have been potentially unsafe. Ooh, you're getting flanked. Okay, so you're going to booyah to kind of easy button your way out of this. You needed to put it down on the player who was threatening you at that point. I guess you're trying to put it down to help the rest of your team push the tower. They end up not being able to do it anyway, though. I probably would have tried to take out the Octobrush, because then you still have their top left controlled, and even if your teammates are going down and not able to finish the push, they can still jump back into you, and you maybe maintain that. That's a really scary place to have a midliner entrenched in. So I probably wouldn't have given up that position. I probably would have tried to stay there, but... So now we're going to roll back out. Score to 8 is definitely really solid. Ooh, that's huge. 2 picks. Jumping right back in, and you're going to take the same exact spot and try and hold from the same exact position. Is there somebody on the tower that you're shooting at here? What's going on here? So there are a couple of people on plat that I see here, but... Okay, so there's a baller there. Okay, so you jump on tower to keep it moving after your teammate falls off. That's going to be short-lived. You're not close enough to be able to score more points. I would probably still try and maintain this position, because your teammate could always just hop back up the step if it's still safe. And you have another teammate behind the tower. I think giving up this position probably is less conducive to the push continuing. Remember, only push the tower when you have advantage. And in that position, you know, let's look here. So you've got 2 people down, and you're able to install yourself back here. But at this point, everybody's respawned, and they're going to be in play within about 2 seconds. You've got a baller that's forced your teammate off the tower, so your teammates are split. One's really far forward, one's far behind the tower, and one's back here somewhere. So you don't have a lot of support. You don't have as much paint up front. You might need to help this teammate so that you can force people off the tower in this direction. This baller is going to go off at some point, and it's not threatening anybody right now. So this teammate can probably deal with that in the next couple seconds at least. And I'm just worried that someone who's respawning shoots you in the back. Because that's a long time since you have focused on what's going on over there, and lo and behold, there is someone who is ready to shoot you in the back that you could have taken out of the equation if you had been on this position still. Okay, So it looks like that's a full reset. We're going back into mid. You're taking this position again. Now, I agree with this position less than I did when you took it in the beginning of the game. In the beginning of the game, you had all your teammates right around you. They hadn't had a chance to paint up on the sides yet. You don't know if someone's flanking you on the left. And if this bomb forces you left, you might be falling onto blue ink. So I would at least want all of that painted before I tried to make a play like this. They could also potentially hit you with fall-off shots since they clearly know you're here. But fortunately, what does happen is your teammate Bab comes in from the side to alleviate that pressure. Now, I would still be worried about this position right here because it's still painted blue. And also, you only know where that one teammate is. The rest might be behind you. And lo and behold, someone from the left-hand side, what I said I was worried about twice. That's a really common flank route for that position. And so if you're going to take up a position there, especially if you're going to show yourself from that position and then stay there, have that painted up so you have prior warning if someone's going to come around. Oh man, Bab is really trying to make a hero play here. You're stuck in an odd place behind enemy lines. Trade happens. Bab is able to get a pick. Okay, so that's advantage to your team right now. The baller goes off in mid. Oh, the baller was actually right there in mid. And we saw that... Okay. So, there's a pick right there. Baller is in mid. Baller pops right there. If you stand right here and shoot in this direction, you know you've got a teammate on the right. Devi, the heavy, is right here behind the tower. So there's nobody who can attack you in this position right now, and you can force this person out of position to help your teammate over here, who's also not threatened by the heavy. You probably get this pick if you apply some pressure in this direction. They even swam right into your line of fire, so I would have gone for that. Okay, as it turns out, they end up getting Heka anyway. I feel like if they had gotten Heka earlier, though, they wouldn't have traded with the brush here. They would have been able to actually handle that before it got to them. That bomb, I guess what you're thinking is someone might push you around this side, but this is the Hydra that's firing at you. They're not going to push around there, especially through enemy ink. They just are not fast enough. Or sorry, not Hydra, the heavy. Okay. You know the heavy is here. And you know that they've seen you because they've already fired shots at you. So... yeah, they definitely saw you from when you were over here. So from here, you don't see them right now. Assume that they're charging up, which is probably a safe bet. If you're going to engage them, you need to be standing up out of squid form right here, and then right peeking, so that if they have their shots on, if they're ready, you just duck right back behind that corner, and you're not exposing yourself that much. Then also, even if you think you can splat them in time, you're still guarding half of your body by right side peeking them. Right now, since you're all the way around the corner, you don't even get a shot off. So now your team is 3 down.
Chat that they wanted to roll the bomb at Devi, but they missed it.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I think there was a situation in a previous game where Toshiro was trying to throw a couple of bombs that were maybe hitting walls or something, and I could tell what he was going for there, so I didn't mention it. But that's good to know. Okay, so they do actually manage to take a checkpoint. I mean, they got 3 of you down. That's just kind of gonna follow naturally. Devi's got a really good position on right stack, and this is a really good time for the inkjet to come out. We'll see if it ends up being a really good inkjet. They do... Avery, one thing you can do to avoid that happening, instead of just kind of jetting around and only using the left stick to move, mix in pressing the ZL button. The ZL button will cause you to drop and also to go into squid form, both of which make it a lot harder for people to hit you. When you're in squid form, your hurt box is smaller. So that's something that a lot of Inkjet players will do in between each shot or in between some shots whenever they get threatened. And you can also be spamming the B button to be jumping around. It gives you a little boost up into the air, which similar effect. Just makes it a little harder for you to hit. This is absolutely a position an Inkjet can get away from, but good job punishing Banki when you notice that he's not doing that. So there's this baller, and you end up able to use the tower to get out of the way, but it forces you off the other side. What I might have done there to avoid getting hit is... The only reason I think you get hit is because you jump. I think if you stay flat against the tower, you actually have a better chance of not getting hit here. You know, getting up away from it should not be your goal at that point. Your goal is to just avoid taking damage altogether by using the geometry of the level. Getting forced out here, you end up safe. Is this the position I would have taken, though? Let's see. Oops, I'm forced off. So what I might do here, because I don't know that somebody up here, down here, necessarily would have seen what just happened. I might just shark here for a second. If there is someone who's, you know, charging me from right here, they can beat me despite this bomb. They can just kind of come follow this line, basically. They're not going to get hit by the bomb, but they will have shots on you, and that's still a winning fight for them. So rather than throwing this bomb and giving yourself away, I'd probably just shark there and try and wait just a second to make sure that nobody saw me before I move into mid. Because moving into mid is something they're going to be able to see. Also, I would recommend if you're trying to be stealthy here, so this is fine. You're moving around. But right there, that's a splash that someone would see if they were sharking in here. And right there, that is a splash that they would see. Just move this control stick slowly so that you don't make those splashes. And that's the best way to do it. For those who don't know, if you're sitting in your own ink but sitting still, it actually makes these like blub blub noises. If you're moving very slightly to the point where it's not making any ripples or splashes, that's actually the stealthiest way to sit in the ink.
Good to know.
This flank absolutely should not work. This is a 1v2, possibly a 1v3. So even if you have your aim on right away, the best that should happen out of this is a 1-for-1 trade. Now, the Luna isn't ready to back up their teammate here, and so they miss both shots. Well, they hit an indirect on one of them and missed the first one. So you get away with it, but this is not safe. I would not recommend doing this unless you have a teammate pushing from a different direction with you. Okay, so the Booyah is up. Looks like you're kind of considering which direction do they want this to go. I might actually think about throwing this a little earlier. You saw 3 of them, one here, one here, one here. And if your teammate is going to push into this, you might want to throw it on the early side to make sure they have support so that you throw this Booyah bomb before the other team has a chance to collapse on your teammate. You do end up getting the pick from that. That's good. You're trying to kind of pressure the heavy away. You do see someone here. You could potentially... Oh, you get them with the bomb anyway. I was going to say you could just like drop down and collapse on this person now that the heavy is zoned away from them, but you're able to actually rush the heavy. There is someone off to your left, so your teammates are not going to help you shred this. And unfortunately, you actually end up going down to it. But, oh, okay, they do actually end up shredding it somehow. Cool. And I think that ends up being game right there. Yep. All right. So, yeah, altogether, you know, strong pushes. I think a lot of the good that's coming out of this is that you are getting into a position, and then Bab is doing a good job of following up, seeing where you're located, and pushing somewhere that gives you advantageous fights to take. They were also just kind of being a pain in the butt on their own, but a lot of the good fights that you were taking, like, you're getting them set up by your Tri-Slosher player there. So hopefully you're keeping an eye out on your teammates and seeing when they're making plays like that for you so that you're able to take advantage of them more. Bab says, I don't play Tri because morals. So there we go. All right. And that brings us to 57, which is right about the end of the stream here. So we'll probably just call it there. Really appreciate everybody coming out and listening to our stream here. Thanks for watching, everyone, and thank you to Banki and Toshiro for, as always, so they've done this once before, being good guests and, you know, helping us out with having footage to show you guys. So, you guys, if you do have any more questions, feel free to post anything that you want there. I'm looking through and just seeing if there were any that were posted already, but it's mostly just, oh, I didn't think of that, you know, that kind of thing. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like there weren't any additional questions there. But anything you guys want to ask, you know, I'm always in the Bravous Splatoon Discord. So here's the community Discord, and Splatoon Talk is a very active channel in that Discord. So anybody who wants to join in on that that's not already there, feel free. We'd love to have you. And Devi is also in there all the time. I see her answering questions for backliners especially all the time. Questions about gear and stuff. Jamie's in there a lot, I know. So, and Avery's in there talking about chickens.
Yes, chickens. I lurk a lot of the times. I'm on the server, so I don't know as much about Squid Game, so I don't interject with the conversations as much. But I'm there. I'm vibing.
All right, so Avery, you are here to close this out.
Yes. So the motto is more of an intro, but you know it works. I will say the motto. So, to introduce the world to devastation, to divide all people within our nation, to denounce the evils of happiness and bliss. And remember, your kneecaps are a privilege. The chickens, the chicken nation moves at the speed of light. Surrender your kneecaps or prepare to fight. We're hungry, all right? And that's it. That's what we got.
And
so if you're part of the Chicken
stream.
Nation, that's the stream, everybody. Thank you. And thank you to my squires who have helped me with this. Takaru especially made this whole thing.
We've got a mix of responses to that in the chat.
Oh yeah, it's great. The chickens. Thank you, my squires. Rise up in the chat.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
Stream like that every time. All right. Bye, everybody.